My cell phone vibrates just as the flight attendant asks me for the final passenger counts. I glance at my phone and see a news flash from CNN, but I don't get a chance to see the screen long enough to read the news. I put my phone back down, verify the passenger load, and authorize closure of the flight deck. Just before completing our final checklist, I reflexively pick up my phone to check the update, only to find one of my deepest fears realized. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, dead at 87. I sit, stunned. Can this be real life? I ask myself as the tears begin to well in my eyes. Everyone is waiting on me, my first officer, my flight attendants, the ramp personnel, the gate agent. None of them knows what has just happened, and I ask myself, am I even in the correct mental space to captain this flight to Philadelphia? My mind begins racing. I try to focus on the checklist in front of me and realize I can't even read the words staring back at me from the page. I take a moment and I mourn silently. I compartmentalize the news, the devastating news I have just received. 160 passengers are counting on me to get them to their destination tonight safely. I consider briefly whether to call the flight attendant back to the flight deck. Should I remove myself from this flight deck? Why has this news affected me so acutely on this flight deck? As I contemplate abandoning my mission for the evening, a thought creeps into my mind. What would RBG do? I take a deep breath. I push my sorrows aside. I must complete my mission. America, the country I love, is in tatters. It feels as if every thread holding this amazing country together is being pulled away at the exact same time. I think about what RBG, the lioness of the Supreme Court, has meant to me. I contemplate the future of our nation and my stomach churns violently as I imagine the ideological lurch that will soon befall the highest court in the land, and consider what that means for the land that my son will inherit. And all I can think is this. Be resilient, my son. Be resilient. Good will ultimately prevail, and all this evil before you will eventually fail away. Rest in peace, RBG. Notorious RBG. Rest in peace, RBG. Notorious RBG. We love you. We miss you. We will continue your fight for justice. Girl power.